What's up, everybody? It's comedian Bob Marley. You're listening to the STS Podcast. Wicked!
Warning, STS Radio contains vulgar people, vulgar language, and vulgar ideas. If any of this offends you, kindly blow it out your ass.
Son of a bitch bastard!
Let's start this again. Shall we? Jesus Christ.
You're fucking retarded.
Hey, Pickle-Licker, wanna play the right intro?
One more time!
Are you ready?
What's going on, everybody? Andrew Moss with you. Bruce Gates with me, as always.
Hey.
Hey, now.
How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. So don't forget, everybody, you can email the show at sts_radio@yahoo.com. Follow us on Twitter at sts_radio. And check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/sts_radio. So we got those
Indeed.
Yes. We should get those out of the way at the beginning because nobody
I love that, actually. It kind of gets me geared up and ready to go. It's sort of like, here's the tail of the tape. Now, ding, ding, ding.
Here's how to contact these assholes.
Exactly. Do you want to be an asshole, too? Here's how to join the conversation.
Has your brain shut down like the government? Contact STS Radio.
Although now it's back up.
Yeah, but still.
Still, as always,
anything really changed. I mean, the government shut down, and it's like life went on. It's like, really, do you really need them at this point?
Yeah. I mean, nothing really happened as a result. I mean, the people who were delaying shit didn't get what they wanted. People ultimately got paid, the time that they missed and shit. So
yeah, it's
basically a big fucking wash.
Yeah, like I said,
and the
man.
crazy thing is, it could happen again in February, from what I understand, which is very limited.
Oh boy.
Yeah, exactly. Good morning.
That's what I picture Congress and the Senate just sitting around doing to each other, just sitting around going, "Good morning."
Yeah, I can see that. Do you think they all have tigers and Gus's?
You know,
and
man,
Pizza Steve's?
You know what, man? If they did, I would vote them in. I would abolish the term limit and just say, like, look, they got a tiger that farts fucking rainbows that they fly here to. Okay, I'm pretty sure they deserve to be in office for longer than this.
I've only seen one full episode so far, but I saw it was one of the more recent ones with the funny faces competition.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
You see that?
Yeah, that was
chasing around the fucking Winnebago and shit.
We're gonna die laughing.
And of course, Gus has to save the day. Sort of, not really.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Man,
anyway, we didn't come here to talk about fucking Uncle Grandpa.
I know, we could talk about Uncle Grandpa for a while, though. But,
I know, that's like 5 episodes.
That was not the focus of our conversation, though.
Maybe we could do a separate Uncle Grandpa podcast.
Just you and me.
Grandpa. The whole thing will just be, good morning.
Yeah, just the good morning podcast. Like, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, right. Like, Bruce, were you did on my penis? What? I mean, good morning.
It just took a turn for the foul.
Yeah, I know. I kind of had to, man. I lost focus of things. Oh man.
So what's up, sir? What's up? Apart from missing alarms.
I just
twice in one day.
Yeah, I know. Fucking God, I'm fucking retarded. But no, I just been exhausted the past few days. Just be it through driving or working 2 jobs and not napping and
not napping in between 2 jobs.
Yeah. So today I kind of had the the day off. From the afternoon job. So I was just like, okay, you know what, man, I'm gonna catch up on as much fucking sleep as I can. And
nice.
then I wake up and realize it's 6. I was like, oh yeah, I told Bruce we were gonna podcast at like 4:30ish or 4 something. Oh,
Oopsie doodles.
I'm like, he's probably not upset about it or anything. I know I get like 3 text messages like, dude, are you okay? Is everything all right? You didn't die, did you?
Thought maybe you got lost at the creamery or something. Maybe
probably
drowned in a vat of ice cream.
That'd be the way to go for me.
It would actually.
It would. I'm not lying. Like if I'm gonna choose a way to die, it's gonna be in a vat of fucking ice cream or something. Actually, no. It's
weird though. I've been getting like no sleep myself. I like literally didn't sleep at all last night. I slept like 1 hour, which sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, was there any reason you didn't get any sleep last night, or?
No, none whatsoever. It was the weirdest thing. I just couldn't sleep. And what was really weird is I was really tired, like, all day. Like, I was pretty much ready for bed around 3. But I was like, fuck it, Walking Dead's up. I need to watch Walking Dead. So I stayed up for it, went and laid down, and I just couldn't sleep. I don't know what happened. It was weird.
Oh.
So, I was like, fuck it, I'm not feeling that great. And usually, like, if I end up, pulling an all-nighter, I usually kind of feel nauseous the next day for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So I fucking took a personal day, stayed home, tried to take a nap. That didn't pan out. So.
Like, how long did you nap?
What's up?
Like, how long did you nap for today?
Less than half an hour.
Really? No,
but I mean, I gotta say, I'm not feeling all that tired. I'm gonna get kind of an early night tonight, so I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
Says you. Next thing you know, it's going to be like 11 o'clock. You're just going to be like, oh, fuck.
Uncle Grandpa's on.
WWE Raw.
Funny enough, I think Uncle Grandpa is on tonight.
I think so, yeah. Like 8 o'clock or something.
Episodes are on Monday.
I might have to watch. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, shit.
I'm still laughing. Dude, you remember the picture of the whiteboard that I had sent you, right?
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Dude, that's still up.
Awesome.
It's been like, almost a week.
Well, it's welcoming, It's
I
not
know.
like it's like, it doesn't say fuck you or anything like that.
Yeah, but I should probably change that to like, good fucking morning.
We're just add pickle liquor underneath it.
Welcome to hell. Oh no, they want me to get some audio and screen the phone calls. I better get out of here. Good morning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Nah, but like past few days, it's been for me. It's been pretty much. It's been like the Rock and Chuck convention. The convention. It's been like fucking costume shopping. It's been fucking working. So I just like.
I forget. Did you settle on a costume? No.
Here's the deal. I'm actually settling for 2 costumes on the parties that I have to go to on Saturday.
Okay. Can you reveal them or do you
yeah, why the fuck not? Yeah, why the fuck not? So, the costume that I'm going to for the first party is going to be Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead.
Oh, that's right. I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah, way to go.
Sorry.
You forgot.
Stupid.
Good morning, stupid. And then probably for the Halloween party, I'll probably reveal that at another time. But like, because I know the like somebody that listens will fucking know like what the hell I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna keep quiet about that.
Okay.
And I'll get pictures of it Saturday.
Oh god.
But like I passed it by 2 people, they were fucking dying laughing. So I'm just gonna do that.
Oh man. You're gonna go as zombie Daryl Dixon?
No, I'm gonna go as Fat Daryl Dixon.
Fat Daryl.
Found
a lot of people think he's gonna die. Actually, not because he's fat. Because I don't know why.
Found a bunch of deer. Let's bring them back to the prison.
Did you see the last episode with the pigs?
I did, man.
That was fucked. I couldn't believe they put that on TV.
Well, here's the thing. Well,
they've done worse though.
Yeah, stabbing a zombie through the fucking eye. Okay, that's fine. You slice a pig's leg with fucking like a fake knife and whatnot. Forget it. Everybody's up in arms.
That's the kind of shit that like PETA will go crazy for.
Oh fuck PETA. They don't have anything better to do.
Is it PETA or PETA? However you pronounce it. Looks like PETA to me, but
PETA, fucking whatever.
Fuck it.
As long as they get publicity, I'm sure they don't give 2 shits.
Maybe it should be PETA, because then you could be like, well, go pet a dick or something. Fucking whore. I don't know.
Yeah, and also, if you go PETA, and it kind of sounds like a Mexican accent, like, go PETA dick.
I'm pretty sure, like, wasn't it bullshit that pointed out that the chick from PETA, whatever it was, like, she had diabetes or knew someone who had diabetes, and, like, she was okay with testing diabetes medicine on animals because, well, that's for humans. And
Yeah.
like, oh, well, that's different. Okay.
Yeah, what was her name? It was like Mary Beth Sweeten. I remember that because I still have the episode on DVD.
Yeah.
And yeah, she basically had like she had some disease. I can't remember what it was, but basically like her
I'm
medication.
sure it was diabetes.
I don't think it was
Pretty
diabetes.
sure it was the beatus.
I don't think it was diabetes.
I think it was the
But-
betus.
Oh, you might be right, but anyways, like
Tom Hanks has the betus.
Yeah, and he's not fat, which is fucking hilarious in a way.
He's kind of fat. I mean, he's not as fat as me, but
No, but I mean, you just look at him.
he's fat.
No, but I mean, you look at him and you're just like, there goes a guy that doesn't have diabetes. You see me walking down the street and you're just like, that guy has got to have like double diabetes. Like, he has enough diabetes to make up for Tom Hanks.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Tom Hanks is like, fuck, I have diabetes. That's the way too.
Meanwhile, back at Tom Hanks' house.
Paul Stanley was visiting. Now listen, Tom.
Now listen, Tom,
You gotta put down the sweets.
I know you like cakes and cookies and candy bars, and it's fine. I like bars of my own, especially protein ones. But here's the thing, you have to watch your intake of them. For me, for example, I love carrots. A whole bunch of carrots isn't exactly healthy for you, but I take them rectally.
Otherwise, if you keep eating the way you do, you're going to find yourself stranded on Fat Island with a tiny little dick named Wilson.
And let me tell you something, you've got to watch your starches, okay? Don't try taking too many potatoes like that. I mean, it never works out too well.
That is not how you put the X in sex.
I couldn't walk right for about 3 days. It's not exactly funny when you have Gene following you around making fun of you. He's just walking around going, Paul, I'll give you $20 if you can do a limbo. Shut up, Gene. Stop making fun of me. Big tease. Oh, man.
So anyway, you were originally talking about Rock and Shock.
Yeah. So, which you missed a good time, man. I had the spare ticket and I thought about calling you, and I remember I was just like, yeah, he's not fucking interested, so fuck it.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really liked going to Chiller. That was cool that time, but then it was like, I don't know. There's something about having to pay celebrities for their autograph that I'm kind of like, well, fuck that.
There was a guy at the convention that actually reminded me of you, so it was kind of funny.
Really?
Yeah, he was a total dick though.
So then it completely reminded you of...
No, I was just like, that's not like Bruce at all. Whew, good save.
How did it remind you of me though?
Well, here's the deal. Like, I'll fast forward to like the near like the end of the convention and whatnot. Like, I see this guy waiting in line for D. Snyder and whatnot, and we're about to get up to the table. He's ahead of us, and he's like, "Man, I can't believe how much money these motherfuckers have sucked out from us, motherfucking piece of shit." It's like him and his girlfriend. He gets up to D. Snyder, they get the autograph, and D. Snyder like signs her panties and whatnot that she's still fucking wearing. And I was just like, man, I fucking wish I was a rock star. But
Just to touch panties that were worn by a woman.
Yeah.
Recently.
Just to touch them with a marker.
One that I know is still living. and not 60.
Woohoo! No more grave robbing for me. But yeah, so he was. So they get out of line and they're just like, man, god damn it, this fucking movie had better be good, because like the reason I went on Friday was for the Jay and Silent Bob movie, which originally Kevin Smith was going to be there, and he dropped out at the last second because he's filming for that movie Tusk.
Yeah, which I've now heard that Tarantino's not interested in.
Is he?
That's what I heard.
I haven't heard anything about it.
I heard things.
I haven't heard anything about it. That's fine. Like I think Michael Parks will be in it because fuck it, that guy needs to work.
Yeah.
But anyways, fast forward to about an hour later. The Jay and Silent Bob movie comes on. Muse comes out, introduces it and whatnot, and get right into it, which was awesome.
How was he by himself? Was he kind of awkward or was he cool?
No, dude, he was totally cool. He fielded all kinds of questions. There was like one lady there. Holy Christ! Like people wanted to throw things at her because she gets on the mic and she's just like, "Well, you were so fabulous as a dramatic actor in this movie, and what about this movie and then this movie?" And just going on and on and on and on and on about how fabulous he is as a dramatic actor and how he should get more of those fucking roles. And you can kind of see, like, Muse a little bit, like, just kind of getting a little bit annoyed, like, look, get to your fucking question here. There's a bunch of people behind you.
Man, these people will stone me if you don't shut the fuck up and
Exactly.
ask my question already.
Exactly. So,
How many roles did he have? How long could the list really be?
I don't know, but he basically, her question was, why don't you have more dramatic roles? To which he said, like, I do wish I had more of them. He's like, I go and audition for them, but, if they're not interested in me for whatever reason, then, can't blame them. So, he's like, I'd like to branch out into dramatic acting, but, if the opportunity's not there, I can't really do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he had Brian O'Halloran come up on stage, who was Dante from Clerks.
That's cool.
And just to kind of like make it a little bit funny, like as she's going on with her question, like there was a whole like table set up because originally Kevin was supposed to be there and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And Brian just goes over to the table and just pretends he's like jacking off behind the table. The fucking lady got pissed because she's like, my kid's here. And they're just like, you just sat through a cartoon movie that was just full of dick and pussy and asshole references. Like, really, that offends you?
No kidding. Jeez. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, but I mean, I can only assume.
It's fucking hilarious. Honestly, man, you would have dug it.
Are there other View Askew characters in it?
Yeah, like Dante was in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like little like obscure characters. Like if you saw them, you'd be like, oh man, I remember him from that one. But,
right on.
But it was basically like it was based off Kevin Smith's comic book, Blunt Man and Chronic comic book. So it was basically like.
So did they become Blunt Man and Chronic and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I just because I know how much of a comic geek you are in a way, but like I know you would have fucking laughed your ass off about it.
If I had known that it was like Blunt Man and Chronic related, that I might have actually been interested because I've heard about that was kind of a plan for a movie and eventually, kind of was that chunk of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah.
Not that I'm particularly interested in those two characters. I just thought it would have been interesting to see.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, like, Kevin had the script written and whatnot, and Jay went up to him, he's like, dude, I want to produce something. So Kevin's just like, all right, here's the script, go for it.
Here's something I found in the on the editing room floor, so here, go produce that into something.
Well, no, he had the script finished and whatnot, so he's just like, all right, fuck it. So he takes it over to the guy that, draws the cartoons for their podcasts and whatnot. And he's just like, can we do this? And sure enough, they got like $69,000 for funding, and they made the movie. But yeah, dude,
cool.
I was on the floor fucking cracking up, man. It was fucking hilarious. From what I understand,
I imagine they can do a lot more with animation than they can with live action.
Well, yeah. I mean, live action, like, the more you do, the more expensive it gets. Like, animation's just like, fuck it, we'll just draw that in.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. But the guy that reminded me of you, he actually went up to the microphone and, like, the deal was, they showed Red State at, like, 8 o'clock. When that was over, Muse would come out, say hey to the crowd, just basically, intro the movie and whatnot. They'd show the movie,
Yep.
They'd come back and do the Q&A podcast, and afterwards he's like, look, I'll come out there, take pictures with you guys, sign autographs, whatever you guys want to do. Which was incredibly fucking cool of him to do.
Sure.
This fucking ass clown gets up to the fucking microphone, and he's like, hey, could you just sign my fucking poster already? I was like, oh, you asshole.
Wow.
So Brian O'Halloran just fires at him. He's like, dude, why? Where do you have to go? You're in fucking Worcester. The guy fires back. He's like, exactly. I'm trying to get the fuck out of Worcester. So I was like, not exactly a saving grace joke, but yeah, you idiot.
Wow. So how did that end? Did he actually get the poster signed? Or
Yeah, Muse signed the fucking poster, and they fucking beelined out, still complaining about fucking prices and whatnot. And it's just like, look, dude, nobody puts a fucking gun to your head and says, hey, you have to pay these.
And that dude reminded you of me?
Oh, yeah, because I know how you're just like, fucking paying for autographs is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so bold as to,
No.
go up to the mic and be like, sign my shit, asshole. I don't know. Jesus,
No.
that requires balls that you carry around in a fucking wheelbarrow.
Yeah, so I mean, he reminded me of you in that aspect, but not so much as like, the asshole-ish.
Not so much in the giant testicle department.
No.
Of the, hey, just sign my shit because I'm a dickhead.
No. But it was pretty cool. Like, I got to talk to Muse afterwards for a little bit. It was very fucking cool about it.
That's cool.
But I asked him when the animated movie's going to be coming out, like on DVD or Blu-ray or whatnot. And from what he told me, he's like, my wife's talking to a bunch of different distributors, just trying to get some shit together. And he's like, it should be out in January, February, the latest.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm just like, fucking bad. I'm just like, man, that's fucking badass. He's like, yeah, exactly, man. It's going to be out, like, DVD, Netflix. So I'm just like, man, that's going to be great. Fucking Bruce will finally be able to watch it.
How's he looking? Because last time we saw him, he wasn't exactly looking so hot. And I think it was because he had recently come back from, like, I think he went, like, kind of back on, off the wagon, so to speak, and came back.
Well, yeah, he
sober.
he had kind of talked about that a little bit. Like, I know he's been sober for I think it's been, like, over 1,000 days now.
Nice.
So, but, like, when he fell off the wagon, essentially it was pretty much, he had some type of medical emergency or something like that, and the doctors gave him painkillers, and that kind of, like, took him off the wagon.
Up.
Yeah, that kind of sparked it up and whatnot. So he went back, did rehab again, and he's been sober for over 1,000 days now.
That must suck for addicts, man. If you think about that, like, because I'm sure that happens to other people. I'm sure he's not the only one that's happened to.
Yeah, but I mean, he also said, like, you know what, I miss drinking in a way. Everybody's like, oh shit. He's like, no, I'm not going to go back drinking. He's just like, I was here for a concert the other night, and he's just like, I see everybody drinking. He's like, you know what, I really wish I could have, just 1-2 beers, just kind of get a little buzz going, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, but, everybody thinks, like, oh, man, he's going to go back off the fucking wagon. Here we go. He's like, so I miss drinking in that aspect, but he's like, since I don't have total confidence I can control myself, he's like, I'm just not going to do it.
Smart man.
So I'm like, all right, way to go, man. Beautiful.
Everything is moderation, and if you can't moderate yourself, then don't start.
Clearly, man, I cannot moderate myself from fucking M&Ms.
Likewise. Neither of us should have ever started, but that's too fucking late.
Yeah, we're M&M poppers.
Speaking of diabetes.
I am Tom Hanks, and I have diabetes.
Oh, man. So, who else did you get to meet at Rock and Shock aside from Memes?
Well, like I said, I got to meet D. Snyder, who actually autographed my my microphone that I'm using. It's
That's sweet.
Pretty fucking cool about that. And the I also had like this 7-inch record, like a 45 RPM record for Twisted Sister's single "Leader of the Pack."
Cool.
And he's like, "Yeah, man, fucking sign that." There you go. So Andrew, Stay Twisted, D. Snyder. But the weird thing is, like, I got in line twice for D. Snyder because he was doing 2 separate autograph signings. Like, one was for with the cast of Holliston, the TV show that he does on FearNet with this guy Adam Green. And like, I'm like 2 episodes into the first season. I'm just like, it's a little early to make a judgment call. Like, I'm not crazy about sitcoms or whatnot, but it's got some potential. I just hate, like, the whole, like, canned laugh, like, you're supposed to laugh here. That was funny.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, let me watch the fucking show. Just don't tell me when to fucking laugh, you dick.
Yeah, I hate that shit, too.
But, yeah, it was pretty cool. So, like, I got to meet him. I did pull a bit of a prank on my brother, though. It was kind of funny.
What'd you do?
Well, I asked him, I was like, dude, is there anybody's autograph that you want there? And he's like, oh, yeah, I see, Sully Erna from Godsmack is going to be there. He's like, can you grab me his autograph? I'm like, yeah, man, absolutely. So I walk around the convention floor looking for something like Godsmack related because I couldn't find anything fucking earlier. So I found out he's there signing shit for a movie that he was doing, or that he had done rather. And basically the sign said, like, posters, $25. If you buy the poster, the entire cast will sign it. I was like, that's pretty fucking cool, man. I'm like, who else is in the movie? So I look down the line. There's, Sully, first one that you fucking go to. And I look next to him, and it's Joey Fatone from NSYNC. I'm just like, this is too perfect. So I go to Sully, and, Sully autographs it, to Ben, Sully, blah, blah, blah. I go up to I just look at Joey Fatone. I'm just like, this is perfect. I'm like, dude, would you sign this for my brother? He's like, absolutely. So there's Joey Fatone's autograph on there.
Oh my god! So it's both of them?
Yeah. So it's so I was just like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna fucking get the entire fucking cast to sign it because he's not gonna know who half these people are. He's just gonna get annoyed by that. Like, who the fuck is this guy? But
that's awesome. But hey, at least you got him Sully's autograph.
Yeah, I did, man.
That's cool, man.
Pull this over here. But yeah, like Joey Fatone signed it. I got Sully to sign it. There's a couple chicks to sign it, like Jasmine St. Clair. I have no idea who the fuck that is. Tommy Dreamer signed it, and
that's cool.
A couple other people, like Tony Todd signed it. You remember the horror movie Candyman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was him. Like he was the fucking Candyman.
Like so, he was
the fucking killer.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, I was just like, man, fucking, like how fucking hilarious is that? I'm just thinking, like, how hilarious would that be? I get Sully's autograph, and right next to it's fucking Joey Fatone's. Like, like, enjoy, brother.
It's like the most subtle, like, fuck you, but
not really. It's more like
it's like a fuck you with a tee-hee postscript.
Yep.
Fuck you, tee-hee.
No, it's kind of like that's kind of like you bring your brother in for a hug, you bring him in, you hug him, and then you just knee him right in the balls. Like, I love you, brother. Right in the beanbag. But yeah, I just thought that would be hilarious. Hopefully he gets the joke and just doesn't fucking kill me. So like I said, I met the cast of Holliston, and it was pretty much just Dee Snider, this actress, what was her name? Corey English, and Dee Snider was there. And, they were only signing, like, Holliston shit. And, it's like, I had brought my Dee Snider stuff over there, because I was just like, fuck, I want Dee to sign these. They're like, oh, he's just signing the Holliston stuff. So I was like, all right, what the hell? I've never checked out the show. Let me check it out. So I got a Blu-ray for the first season. It was like $25 or something like that. I got him to autograph. It was pretty cool. And I got my copy of Hatchet signed by Adam Green, which is awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very nice guy, by the way, man. He's really a nice guy.
Nicest guy you've ever met?
Well, he's up there. I wouldn't say nicest, but he's definitely on the list.
Man, I hate to bring it up, but that was seriously one of the funniest moments and one of the funniest awkward moments of the Mick Foley interview. When you were like, you are honestly one of the nicest people I've ever met. And he was like, really? Well, or you're like, you're in my top 5. He's like, really?
He's like, who else have you met? I was like, well, don't put me on the spot. I was like, fuck, don't put me on the spot like this. I'm supposed to put you on the spot. You.
I used to like you, Mick Foley. Then you turned into a dick and put me on the spot.
No, that's fine. He's going with it, so that's fine. Still a fan.
It was just kind of funny.
Yeah, that's kind of, it was like,
but he totally threw you under the bus there.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's all good.
Who is nicer than me?
Nobody,
Mick Foley, nobody. Maybe Jericho. Jericho, fuck Jericho.
No, I was like, Jericho's a nice guy. He's like, Jericho's a jerk. I was like,
he's a fucking penis wrinkle.
I was like, fucking really, man? Jesus. I was like, Bret Hart was nice. He's like, well, yeah, Bret's always nice. Until he punches you in the face.
I'd rather watch China dip her penis into chocolate pudding than have a conversation with Chris Jericho. wow, McFoley, I've never seen this side of you.
Really, man? Like, where the hell has this McFoley been?
Nice.
Like, this McFoley's just been kind of brooding, really.
You're out of the fucking top 5.
Like, really, you just fell to number 6. Good job, buddy.
Oh, you've been voted off, sir.
You just got voted off of Nice Guy Island.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's not exactly like I can go up to him like next time I see him like a convention or like a comedy show or something like that and just be like, hey, remember me? I'm the guy who said you were one of the nicest guys I've ever met. He's just gonna be like, well, get in line. Like, there's fucking couple people here that also say, oh, you're a nice guy, you're a nice guy.
On the other hand, if you go up to him and you're like, you know, you were in my top 5. I was the guy who said you were in my top 5 of nice guys. I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember you, you STS Radio prick.
Like, you remember? Give me a hug.
You got the name right.
Yay! Would you mind
That's almost better than Kurt Angle.
Would you mind cutting a promo for me? I'd rather savor this moment.
Oh man. Oh shit.
Yeah. So back to Rock and Shock.
Yes, back to Rock and Shock. D. Snyder, Adam Green, fucking Joey Fatone apparently.
Yeah. And I was just like, I gotta get my picture taken with him just to send to my brother. Just be like, oh, by the way, this guy signed it too. I still haven't sent him the picture, but I mean, it's gonna get sent to him. Knowing him, he's just gonna be like, who the fuck is that? It's like it's a member of NSYNC. He signed the same poster as fucking the guy from Godsmack. So how about that?
With D, were you like, you were the bomb in Strangeland?
No, because it was pretty much just like, you gotta get in, get out. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I paid for a couple autographs and paid for the picture and whatnot. Which I had no fucking problem doing because I brought enough cash to kind of like just kind of plan everything out. Let me see, who else did I meet? Oh yeah, I met.
I brought my life savings, so I was prepared.
Yeah, just me walking around with a fucking piggy bank. I should have done that. God damn it!
You should have.
God damn it!
Should have pulled the fucking John Malkovich from Red, walking around with a piggy bank.
Exactly, man. Fucking exactly. Should have just walked around with a fucking piggy bank.
I want my pig.
Just have like 3 quarters in there, just jiggle them around like, hey, D, I don't know if I got enough. We count. Let me see who else I meet. I met Michael Rooker, who was really cool, man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, fucking. Those that don't know Michael Rooker, he was the first guy to get infected in the movie Slither. He was Mr. Svenning in Mallrats. He was Merle from The Walking Dead. And like he was fucking awesome with everybody too, man.
Yeah.
Like the line was pretty much extended out to going past this booth where they had the guy who originally played Michael Myers in Halloween.
Oh, that's cool. Well, which dude? Nick Castle?
I think so, yeah.
Right on.
He was like, oh, right on. He's like, fuck that guy.
Like you ever see him? It could have been anybody.
Yeah, it easily could have been anybody, but so that same booth had like this guy playing a zombie, just like locked in a cage, and people go up to it, you just like try and grab at him and whatnot. Yeah, doing that whole like the zombie voice, like.
Awesome. That must get exhausting after 5 minutes.
Yeah. But the person I ended up going with, I went with this former intern of mine, Donna. And so I was just like, fuck it, you want to go? Nobody else wants to go. Do you want to go? She's like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, awesome. So we walked by that to get in line for Michael Rooker and whatnot. And she's like, well, the zombie was just growling at you and tried to, he's just trying to grab at you and get your attention. I was just like, well, fuck him. I'm trying to meet Michael Rooker. Like, I got more important shit to do. So that same booth also had, like, you go into like a Spirit Halloween store and they have like those moving Halloween decorations. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
they had like a casket that was like chained closed and whatnot, and like every now and then you just hear this like something like trying to bang and get the fuck out of there. So Michael Rooker like runs down the fucking line, high-fiving people and whatnot. And he just comes back and he sees the fucking casket moving. He's like, "Oh, whoa, easy there, big fella, easy, Billy." And he just walks by the zombie. He's like, "I'll catch you later." That's awesome. Just took everything I had not to just shout out like, "Go get him, Merle." Use your knife hand wherever it is.
I was gonna say, you mean he doesn't have a knife hand for real?
I was shocked. I was just like, where's the fucking knife?
Where's the stump?
Exactly, the fucking metal stump. You could fucking knock people out with that shit.
You, sir, should have a stump.
Like, come here, let's make
I'm deeply offended that you don't.
Goddamn Hollywood magic, come on, let's be a method actor, goddamn it. Chop off his hand. But yeah, he was cool. I met Scott Wilson from The Walking Dead as well. He was pretty cool too. Little hard of hearing, but he played Herschel.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, a little hard of hearing.
Healing.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you
hearing,
say?
Rather.
A little hard of healing.
Yeah. See, it's a joke about his, character on The Walking Dead there. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Bruce, this is your conscience speaking. That was not exactly a good cover-up. Way to go, stupid.
I don't think that would be my conscience. I don't know.
No, I think yours would probably sound more like Homestar Runner, like, "Hey, way to go, stupid!"
You fucked it up. It'd just be an ECW crowd going, "You fucked up."
They just can't believe that you did something stupid. They're just like, "Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!" Ooh. I did feel a little bad though, because like my brother's girlfriend wanted me to grab her Freddy Krueger's autograph. Like Robert Englund was there, and I was just like, "What the fuck that?" Like his autograph was like $40 or something like that. And I was just like, "Fuck! If I go on his website, it's a lot fucking cheaper. I'll just probably end up doing that and just be like, hey, Merry Christmas."
So wait, you can buy these people's autographs from their website?
Some of them will do that. Like D. Snyder, I know. Like if you can like buy a copy of his book autographed. I think it's like $50 or something like that. But it was a little cheaper at the convention. Like they had copies of the book, and it was like $30 an autograph for him.
That's pretty cool.
And then if you wanted a picture, it was like $10. So.
And if you wanted him to sing you Broadway tunes, it was
that was $9.99 at fucking Newberry Comics. Yeah, man. But I actually did I did a good deed though, because like here's the thing. A couple of months ago, this girl that I work with, Allison, like I found out about this convention and whatnot. Saw she was having a bad day. And I was just like, "Hey, there's a couple members of the Walking Dead cast are going to be at this convention in Worcester in fucking October." I was like, "Do you want to go?" And she's like, "Oh my fucking god, let's go down to Derpater, get the tickets." So I was like, "All right, I'll grab them, no problem." So
you're like, "No need to derp a derp."
I was like, "Let's not herp out of our derps here, okay?"
Easy your herp and your derp.
Exactly. Like, we can cut back on some of those, please. So one day after work, I drive down to Worcester. I pick up the tickets at the Palladium box office, because it was pretty much like if you bought tickets for the Jay and Silent Bob thing, it was like $35 for general admission. That included the ticket to the convention. I'm just like, that's fucking badass. I'll dig that.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah. So I pick up the tickets and whatnot. She's like, I'll pay you. I was like, fucking don't. I just want somebody to fucking go with me. Don't waste this fucking ticket. So, regardless, she's still going to give me money for it. So, she, this past week, she was actually in the hospital.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And, like, I forget, like, the medical terms of what was wrong with, like, what specifically was wrong, but I mean, she was, apparently she was, like, coughing up blood and was blacking out for, like, 5 to 10 minute periods.
Jesus.
Yeah,
so...
That
was pretty, severe.
Yeah, so she was in there for pretty much a whole week. Because, like, the doctors just couldn't figure out what the fuck was wrong with her.
Thanks.
so she tells me, like, pretty much the day of, like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. Like, I'm getting released from the hospital today, but the doctors don't want me to do anything, overtly stimulating, i.e. going to the convention and whatnot. I was like, that's cool. I understand.
You're like, well, listen, I wasn't looking for head. I just wanted you to go to the convention.
Way to go, Bruce. I do believe Bruce has cracked the case. But yeah, so the people that she wanted to meet, like obviously the members of The Walking Dead and all that shit. But she also wanted to meet the cast of Holliston. And apparently she like reached out to Adam Green over Twitter, and he actually retweeted her and just basically said, like, look, when I get back to Los Angeles, I'm going to send you a package. So I don't know what the fuck he's going to send her and whatnot, but I mean, he's going to send her a whole bunch of fucking goodies because she couldn't make it out to the show and whatnot. And I'm like, you know what?
That's cool.
And I was like, you know what? Nicest guy ever. But I was just like, fucking members of The Walking Dead here, man. I was just like, what the fuck, man? Play the good guy card. Why not? See if you can score some brownie friend points here. So I got her this badass picture of Daryl and Merle like fighting back to back, like when they the people of Woodbury all like kind of revolted around, like when the guys from the prison attacked and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's them like back to back. Merle's got the hand up and whatnot. And I got it, signed to Allison, Michael Rooker. And then I got the DVD of the first season of Holliston for her. I got that autographed by the cast.
Sweet.
So she's like, "Oh my God, stop being a nice guy." I'm just like, really? Like people can do that? I was like, I don't know if you want me to be an asshole, but jeez, maybe I can turn it off. I don't know how.
How old is this chick?
She's about my age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's a former intern, you said, or?
Well, yeah, she's a former intern for the morning show that I work for, but she wasn't there when I was an intern, so.
Aha.
Like,
How the hell do you know her?
Look, she also works for the promotions department. She works, like, overnights for, I think, Mix, running the board and whatnot.
Right on.
So. But, yeah, we'll talk every now and then on, like, Facebook or just, like, text back and forth and whatnot. Yeah. Fucking cool chick.
I do know.
Yeah.
I know of Facebook. And texting, yes.
These are not recent. These are not recent inventions, fatty. I swear to God, Andrew is the dumbest guy I ever met.
I'm starting to feel kind of like that asshole, and I'm starting to feel like I'm kind of being like, just sign this, asshole.
And it kind of reminded me though of the fuck, what was that? I think when we when we went to go see Red State, there was that like timid kid that was like, goes up to the microphone like, would you autograph this? And Kevin's like, he's like, no, come on, man, come to the microphone with authority, like, sign this, you fat fuck. He's like, you know what, I'll get to a couple other questions here, and I'll come right back. If you don't do this, I'm going to ask you to leave. So sure enough, he goes back to the kid, and the kid was still fucking timid about it. He's just like, would you sign this, you fat fuck? It's just like, come on, get up here.
Yeah, that was great.
It was, man.
I actually didn't remember that until you started mentioning it. I forgot all about that.
No, and I remember like very little bits about like the Kevin Smith like Q&As and whatnot, but like if something like kind of stands out, like a moment like that, like that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'll kind of always remember like the experience of watching Red State in that theater, and like the points where people like clapped and cheered and shit. Like I'll always like have that sound in the back of my head every time I watch that movie. Yeah. It was just so awesome to have like the whole audience react like that.
Well, yeah, because I mean, really, you really think about it, man. It was like the second time it had ever been shown on tour and whatnot, so it was new experience for everybody.
Yeah,
nobody was like
that, and just the reaction was awesome. Like how often? I mean, granted, everyone there is a fan of Kevin Smith, but how often do you go to a movie and everyone is just like erupting in the theater? Like even he was saying, later on down the road that like people didn't really react the way we did. Like, we were just a blood-hungry city, I guess. Like, we were applauding when people were dying and, like, not New York and shit.
It kind of reminded me of, what the hell was that movie? You've seen The Mist, right?
Parts of it.
Parts of it, never the whole thing, but okay.
I think I've seen, like, the first maybe, like, 20 minutes. That's the one that Andrea's in, right? The Stephen King?
Yeah, the Stephen King movie, yeah. Like, I remember going to see that with my my ex-brother, years ago, like, back in the theaters. And, it got to a point, like, you remember the crazy church lady that was in the movie?
No, I don't think I got that far.
Okay, well, spoiler. There was this, crazy lady, like, all this shit starts happening, and she turns into, like, this, Bible thumping, like, fucking, you've angered God, and, this is our punishment, blah, blah, we must atone for our sins. So eventually, Thomas Jane, Andrea, and, a couple other people are trying to leave the store. And, it's like the crowd's, like, preventing them and whatnot, and she's just like, these whores, these charlatans, and blah, 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 blah. Just going off and off and off. And one of the guys who's trying to leave pulls out a fucking gun, shoots her right in the fucking forehead. And I remember, like, as soon as that happened, the entire fucking audience just got up onto their feet and just started cheering, like, yeah! I was just like, I love these people.
Right?
I don't know them, but I love them already.
But yeah, I mean, that whole experience was awesome. Like, seeing that movie, having the Q&A after, meeting them after, like, that was just so cool.
Yeah, man.
Definitely up on my top 10, maybe even probably I'd say top 5. Not to cause controversy. Like, what's your top 1? Like,
just don't tell Kevin.
Yeah, don't tell Kevin or Muse.
But no, man, that was totally cool of them to, like, meet up with some fans afterwards and, sign autographs and, pose for pictures and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, man, like, the picture of us with Kevin Smith, it's probably one of my favorite pictures of me.
Yeah.
Like, granted,
I
I still look like a big fat fuck, but I was just like, man, here I am with good friends and one of my inspirations for podcasting and, just doing shit in life.
And Smitty actually looks like pretty happy, like he doesn't look like he's doing like a fake smile. He looks like he's legitimately like happy to have met us.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it, but
neither do I. But anybody standing next to you is always happy for some reason. You just
next to me?
Yeah, you just give off this happy vibe.
Really?
Like they just hug you and they're just like, "Ee, big smile."
He's like fucking Care Bear now or something. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows.
Sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, and diabetes.
And puppy farts. Diabetes.
Oh, man. We should do that. Like, just come out with, like, new Care Bears. Just have one that's, like, has, like, the power of diabetes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that won't offend anybody.
Who could that possibly? Who could that possibly offend?
Well, no, they did the Garbage Pail Kids. That was the like.
Yeah, well,
they take on the Cabbage Patch Kids. And that was cards anyway.
Well, yeah, but like they also came out with the fucking movie for that too, which I'd never seen. But
they made a movie for Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's sad.
I've never seen it, but yeah, I know of its existence.
I can't say I approve.
I just remember like collecting the stickers when I was a kid. I was just like, oh man, these are fucking hilarious. I just post them all over like a notebook for school and whatnot. You trade them with friends. Like, all right, I'll give you this one that was flattened by a pancake for this one that's getting shot at. I was like, these are freaking hilarious. And my sense of humor has stuck with me ever since. Yeah.
But seriously, man, like you have to admit it's rare now to go to a theater and have people like even clapping at the end of a movie. It used to be a thing, like for really good movies, people used to clap at the end. Even
like I think like the last time that had happened to me, like where the audience got up and applauded and whatnot, was God, what the hell was it? Was I had gone to see Fahrenheit 9/11 when I was in theaters. It was just like the opening day or like the opening weekend, And, like, after the movie, everybody stood up and applauded and whatnot. I was like, why are we cheering? Fucking Michael Moore's not even here.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me
That's
wrong.
the thing that never made sense about it. Like, no one from the film is there. They can't hear you.
Yeah. But, you know, it's like, okay, whatever. Fucking get your kicks
It's a little different when we were watching Red State. You know, Smitty's in the back listening to it.
Well, he's not in the back. He was actually up in the fucking balcony watching it with us.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, like, that's what he was saying. He was, like, responding to people on Twitter and whatnot. I'm just like, how fucking badass is that? Like, we watched the fucking movie with the fucking director in the house. You know, and, like, there he is, like, in the fucking crowd, like, one of us fucking watching the movie, man. Like, that to me is fucking badass.
Yeah.
Like, you'll never see fucking Tarantino doing that shit.
Probably not. No.
You know, you'll never see fucking Michael Bay do any of that, because I would assume there'd be, like, assassination attempts on his life. Like, turtles are not from fucking space! Like, they actually made reference to that in the movie, too. It was freaking hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
It was like one of the running gags in the beginning of the movie is, like, Jay and Silent Bob get into, like, all these situations where, like, they have chances to become, like, superheroes, and they just fuck it up for some reason. Like, they... Like, they go to some army testing lab where they're just like, we're going to inject you with this super soldier serum. And they're like, wait a minute, nobody said nothing about taking no shots. Me and Silent Bob, we're not skin poppers at all, man. And it was like the super serum that would have turned him into, like, essentially Captain America. But there was one instance where, you know, they get pushed out of the way. Like, this truck is coming towards them and whatnot. Some guy pushes them out of the way and whatnot, and they just start kicking his ass. They're like, how dare you fucking push us, motherfucker. And you see the radioactive, like, ooze that comes out of it go down into the sewer, and there's, like, 4 turtles right there. And Kevin Smith, like, pops up, and he's just like, hey, kids, I just want to point out that no matter what Michael fucking Bay says, turtles do not come from space. I was just like, there we go, Kevin.
That's awesome.
You get applause even if you're not here. I don't care. But yeah, man, I can't wait for that fucking movie to come out on fucking DVD or Blu-ray, man. That's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Do they specifically do ridiculous things because it's a cartoon, or do they kind of, you know, more or less play it straight?
Oh no, they do ridiculous shit.
Okay, awesome. And what's his next project? It's the Tusk thing?
Kevin Smith, yeah, it's Tusk. Which I think.
And then Clerks 3?
And then it should be Clerks 3, yeah. And then I imagine he'd be working on Hit Somebody. But I have no idea how that's coming about. So originally it was supposed to be a movie, and then it was going to be 2 movies, and then he was like, no, it's going to be 1 movie now, and then he's just like, you know what, it's just going to be a short, like, TV series. like a fucking mini-series, i.e. Angels in America type of thing. Mm-hmm. So I have no idea.
Now it's back to being a movie?
No, as far as I know, it's, you know, on the back burner for right now. But it's still like a TV series, like last I'd known. So, but yeah, he's apparently he's filming that, and then I imagine he'll take it out on tour like he did with Red State and whatnot. Which, you know, if he does, man, we're fucking going.
Yeah, I mean, a movie called Tusk about a guy dressing up as a walrus, I'm there.
Gore. See, man, you gotta audition for this shit.
I should have. Where was I? That was my opportunity.
There it goes.
I feel like Jay and Silent Bob in that cartoon movie. I missed my chance to be a hero.
Dude, I would fucking die laughing if I ever saw you, like, dressed up as a walrus, like, on a fucking movie screen, just, like, rolling around the floor, going, gore. I'd just be like, where's that man's Oscar? He captured a walrus character perfectly.
Never have I seen a walrus so accurately portrayed on cinema.
It's like I'm looking at the real thing.
Fuck zoos.
I know that guy personally. He'll do that for you for $5. Just sign autographs like to Emily. Gahor, Bruce.
You come up to a Q&A and you're like, hey, Bruce, just sign this, you asshole.
Sign this, you fat fuck. All right. Gahor. I think I could live with that though. Just being able to, like, somebody like doing a Q&A and somebody comes out like, sign this, you fat fuck. All right. It's like, regardless, they already paid for a ticket anyway, so fuck it.
It's true. Already got your money, bitch.
Yeah, but I was just like, how fucking rude of that fucking guy, man. Just like, look, he already said, like, after the fucking Q&A, he's gonna come out, fucking sign autographs and do whatever, man.
Seriously, don't get your panties in a bunch.
Exactly, man. Like, fucking nut up, all right? Just nut up, shut the fuck up. If you don't have a question for him, sit the fuck down.
Yeah, really. He took the spot of a perfectly valid question.
Exactly.
Probably not very important or relevant, but hey, fuck it.
Exactly.
Were there a lot of, like, ridiculous questions, or were they mostly about the movie?
Some were about the movie, some were just about, like, upcoming projects, and
nothing really, like, obscure.
Nothing really. Well, no, because Jay had already fucking, like, talked about, jerking off before he came to the convention and whatnot. So he's like, I got this move, like, I spit in a plastic bag and then I fucked the bag. And he's like, I'm waiting for a buddy of mine. He's like, I'm about an hour away. He's like, I got plenty of fucking time. He's like, next thing I know, fucking doorbell rings. I'm not even, like, half finished fucking the bag and whatnot. He's like, there's my buddy at the door. So he's like, I can either finish and ignore him for a minute, or I can just go answer the fucking door. He's like, so I pulled up my fucking pants. And I still got this fucking mean boner just, like, sticking in my pants and whatnot. So he's like, I gotta like hunch over a little bit and like, hey, how you doing, man? Ryan O'Halloran's just like, I knew I fucking carried Purell for a reason, you ass.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man, fucking dude, Brian O'Halloran was fucking surprisingly fucking funny and fucking great during the Q&A and the and whatnot afterwards.
Oh, so he answered questions too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Did they, like, go back and forth, or was it just, like, kind of free form? Like,
it was just kind of free form. Like, they told a wicked funny story. It was about Jay on the set of Clerks 2. And Brian's just like, this fucking guy, whenever we do, like, a movie shoot, like, for Clerks 2, for example, he's like, this guy will go to Target, which, had been told by Kevin before. He's like, he'll go out, buy, like, this really nice Blu-ray player, fucking TV, and, get all this fucking, like, swag shit. And, like, set up his hotel room and whatnot, all the comforts of home and whatnot. He's like, and then he returns it 4 weeks later. I was just like, that's a pretty awesome move. Like, I gotta give him, awesome I gotta give him credit for that.
No kidding. That's pretty sweet.
So he's like, one of the things he would constantly do to Rosario Dawson, he went out and he rented the movie Alexander. And he's like, he would get to the part where, Colin Farrell's fucking her. He would pause it right beforehand. He'd see Rosario walking by. He'd just be like, hey, Rosario, can you come here for a second? It's just like, she would come into the hotel room. And she'd be like, yeah, what's up, Jay? And he'd hit play and then just ask her, like, the most mundane questions, like, so what do you got going on today? Like, while this is going on, she just looks at me like, you're an asshole. And just walks out. He's like, but he did that to her more than once.
What an asshole.
I know, man.
That's awesome.
That's fucking hilarious. But yeah, like Brian was also asked, like, questions like who was hotter to act with? Was it Rosario Dawson or Salma Hayek? He's like, well, I made out with Rosario. I was like, there goes brownie points for that one, But he's like, the thing about it is, like, Rosario, cool fucking chick. I got to make out with her during a movie and whatnot. And he's like, but I went to the Dogma premiere, and he's like, cameras cannot capture how fucking beautiful Salma Hayek is. I was like, all right, right on, man. I fucked the shit out of her too, man. Like, I gotta give you credit. He's like, the Rosario thing, he's like, granted I made out with Rosario, but he's like, I also made out with Kevin's wife during the movie, so I also have that memory. But he's like, I'm not saying, she's an ugly woman. He's like, the thing was, it's my friend's wife. I'm making out with her in front of him. Like, granted, we're acting. He's like, it's still fucking awkward.
Yeah.
It's like, we would be finished, with the makeout scene, and I'll just be like, Kev, where's the rest of the crew? And he's like, keep rolling. He's had his hand out by his pants and whatnot. He's like, God damn it, Kevin.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, it was a cool time overall, man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So when I get the movie, man, I'll we'll hang out, we'll watch it, man. 'Cause it is fucking hilarious.
Sounds good to me.
All right,
How long,
man.
is it a long movie, or I can't imagine it is? It's
No,
comedy.
it's like about an hour, 20 minutes ish.
Oh, popcorn fried of a movie.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was pretty cool. So, but I think that's gonna do it for us today, man.
Okay.
Percy, got
I'm
anything
gonna
to
go dress up as a walrus.
I just imagine Liz coming home, just be like, Bruce, I got pizza. Where are you? Go, just rolling along the floor like, oh, I'm here. Oh. This is like,
Does it have fishy?
anchovy. Rolling on, good morning. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm Uncle Walrus. Yeah, man. Well, you got anything to plug, man?
Not at all, sir.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
No new beers you're working on or anything?
Yeah, actually, I got a beer that I just pitched yeast for today. I made Liz's birthday beer, which is a vanilla smoked porter.
Vanilla smoked porter.
Yeah.
So I imagine you're trying to make it taste like a birthday cake.
No, it's just kind of gonna taste. Well, it's gonna taste obviously like vanilla, and I used obviously smoked malt. It's cherrywood smoked malt, so it gets a nice smoky aroma and taste to it as well. It smelled really good, actually. It kind of smelled like bacon.
So it's gonna smell like vanilla bacon cookies.
Yeah, kind of. I figure it's right up your alley.
I love
minus
you.
The fact that it's beer.
I love you. Like vanilla bacon cookies. Like how much more awesome can you get than that?
You kind of can.
Yeah. No. Don't forget you can listen to our friends over at the Mike and Billy Show over on Spreaker.com as well. You can listen to them up on iTunes. You can catch our past episodes on iTunes as well. That's we're also up on Spreaker.com. Obviously, if you are listening to this podcast, you'll find the other ones listed there as well. I don't know. We should probably talk about like another shitting on screen, and we'll do another one of those in the future because that I think the last one we did was fucking good. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I like the last one.
Yeah.
I think we do owe Turtles too, but I don't know if we should necessarily do that next.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to do two Turtle movies back to back. Like down the road,
Yeah.
definitely Turtles 2. Because I'm sorry, when Michelangelo's beating the shit out of people with sausages, I mean, come on, that's like
yeah.
combat cold cuts. Like, get the fuck out of here.
So we'll just leave it on the shelf for another day. But
Yeah.
it'll pop up. It's bound to pop up at some point. I mean,
Exactly.
it's kind of high on the pile of shit. So
You know what we could do? We could do Superman 3. Like as much as it would pain me to do a fucking Superman movie, like we could do Superman 3 or Superman Returns.
we could. No, I guess we couldn't. I was gonna say we could do that movie Inventory, but it's probably not on YouTube or anywhere where people could actually watch it.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Besides, I mean,
Yeah.
why fucking bother doing this? I mean, it's like when we started this, we were just like,
itself.
yeah, because like when we started doing this, we were just like, you know what, man, let's do movies from like our childhood or like movies that we saw like when we were a little bit older that were just fucking terrible. Yeah, Superman Returns kind of falls into that category, but Inventory was a free DVD we got for waiting outside for a Kevin Smith Q&A.
Yeah, kind of trying to ride the coattails of Clerks.
Yeah.
If you like Clerks, then you'll love this piece of shit.
It's like going up to somebody like, hey, do you like a piece of shit? Like, yeah. Well, here's a bag of liquid shit. I was like, well, it's still, no, stop. Like, granted, like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for, independent filmmakers, like, making their movies and whatnot, but, like, dude, don't try and claim your idea is, different from this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically Clerks in a different setting.
Yeah, it was, like, basically, like, Clerks in a Costco.
Right. I only made it through, I think, like, the first, like, half hour to 45 minutes, and I was like, oh, God, I can't believe I made it this far.
Yeah, you're just like, fuck, I've been more than generous. Done.
Yeah.
Fuck that bullshit.
Fuck that bullshit. I shouldn't have even mentioned it.
Yeah. I could bleep
Doesn't even deserve mention.
Yeah. I can go back and bleep out the title. Like, you know what other movie we should do? We should do beep.
I think you should. That's more vulgar than anything we ever say. Or think, or do, or...
Like, wait, you want to watch Inventory? What are you going to do next? Shit on my mom's chest? It's like, well, I've been planning on it. And I was going to make her watch Inventory while I did it. Like, you fucking douchebag.
You bastard.
You baby. I just come back to the house all traumatized. Like, there's my mom all fucking traumatized in a corner. It's like, you don't want to know. just call you up like, dude, what the fuck did you do?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10.
just answer it like Hawk. It's like, well, I pooped on your mom's chest and made her watch Inventory. like, Bruce, I thought we were friends. I lied to you. God damn it. Like, God damn it.
I'd jump through the phone and give you the fucking doomsday device.
Like, just you. It's just you hold me up.
Just me.
Yeah, you just cut yourself into two people. Like, you hold me up on one of your shoulders, which I would be absolutely amazed by. And then you just climb up on like a bureau or something, just dive off and clothesline me.
Oh shit.
Yeah. All right, that's gonna do it for us, everybody. Catch you next time on STS Radio. Seriously, man, don't poop on my mom's chest. Don't do it. Goodbye, everybody.